Hello everybody and Carlos here with a brand new episode. I'm babifly and today we are playing Legend of Keepers. So this is the second run. Insofar we've managed to have completed one run with a centaur slaveholder. Now we're gonna try to play a game with the Enchantress. I've already played a couple of rounds. I've already checked her once so as to know what to expect of her, and let's dive right into it and play as the Enchantress. Let's see what she can pack. So from what we see, she has 3 dots in monsters, so she won't be as nitpicky with monsters as the slaveholder was, but she's got more traps than the slaveholder. So basically, she might have more variations as far as traps are concerned. And what's more, she totally shines out when it comes to spell selection. However, her morale is quite low, so we're not expected to last that long. Let's see.
Inevitable.
Will that happen? So basically, her name is Sarel. She's 126 years old. She's a dryad. She's an enchantress. And if ecoterrorism had a face, it would be Sarel's. A face made up of an overlay of enchanted woods, of which the smallest splinter is said to contain the powers of 25 Fey Queens determined to exterminate humanity. Coming from the jungles of Tictlancoatl, Sarel hates humans and all their allies for the harm they cause to the earth. Her only ambition is to compose them all as slowly as possible. So basically, she's not that evil. She is against humans, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she is evil. Well, her life is quite low, her power is the same as the previous one, her speed is quite high, and her motivation is not as much as one would expect. She has susceptibility to fire and to physical damage, but she has resistance to everything else, air, ice, and nature. So let's get into it. So we're gonna get the default game mode. So there are 4 more different game modes that can be unlocked throughout the game, but we won't be unlocking them right now. So basically, we're gonna play with the default, and you see the monsters here, so you know what we start with. Okay, perfect. So let's step into it, and we don't have any talent points available, right? No talent points. It says 0 here. So yeah.
Following the path of destiny.
Okay, so let's fight the adventurers. Let's see what the Enchantress has to offer. What's different to the Enchantress from the Slave Master? Because the Slave Master was actually quite potent, right? So we've got a barbarian invading our house. He's got a nice an ice weakness to ice. We've also got an exile, and we've got the magician. All of them have weakness to ice, which means that it would be better if we actually applied some sort of ice damage, but we don't have any monsters on our first lineup that actually deal any ice damage. We already have one that deals fire damage, but I see that all of them here are quite resistant to fire. So I'm gonna place this. So I'm gonna place the skeleton soldier named Lacrimal here in the first place. I'm gonna place Exus, the wind elemental, in the middle, and then Distora, the succubus, on the back. Let's place a trap. So the cursed prism applies elemental weakness, which will tick 3 times. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then at the start here. So I don't think that I want to actually put the cursed prism here. This applies poison, and this applies damage, and it gives ice weakness, which is nice. Yeah, let's do this. And hopefully there will be some creature actually applying ice damage. And let's go for elemental weakness here because it's just before the second combat. Okay, and let's see what we can do. So we have no ice dealing monsters, but we do have a nature dealing one. They are resistant to that, I'm afraid. They're resistant to nature damage. So I'm gonna go for a skeleton soldier here, named Nasal. And we have a Dark Magus here. I'm willing to actually give the Dark Magus a try, but there are some hefty air resistance, so I'm gonna use Zednan or Zerva, so it's the same thing, right? Yeah. Ooh, check this out. Check her roots. she has actually taken root in the dungeon. It looks so terrific, right? Okay, so let's start. Should we start with an infernal kiss or an infection? An infernal kiss sounds better, but this will apply poison. This won't apply anything. So let's start with that. A poisonous kiss. Okay, so this applies air weakness and this applies vulnerable. So vulnerable makes the target susceptible to damage in general. So let's go with that. Sirocco. Okay, now it's time to attack. Let's go for a spear strike. This applies bleeding as well, and we've taken advantage of the vulnerability of the barbarian. Ouch. Oh man. This will hurt a lot. Okay, let's go for a Sirocco once again. Yeah. There goes the elemental and one spear strike. So basically the barbarian died in the first room, which is great. Great news. Great news, because they're not going to be as potent as they were before. Plus, they're also going to be dealing less damage on the second monster room. Okay, so we've got 3 different choices. Enchanted Seeds applies Enchanted Seed to the next group of monsters. Each monster gains plus 10% life once transformed. Transforms into a tree when the effect expires. Okay. Flamboyant Lightning. 40 fire damage and 40 air damage to the back. Oh my god. Magical Brambles, 30 nature damage, applies elemental weakness. And this will stack up with the elemental weakness that we have in the next room. Let's go for Flamboyant Lightning. I really favor direct damage spells myself. Wow, there goes the prism. Did you see that it drew some blood from the sorcerer? From the magician, he coughed blood. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Gives 50... No, sorry. So, Lightning Strike or Impairment. Let's go for a Lightning Strike. Nice. I don't want to repeat myself, but see, the susceptibility to elemental weakness actually does some things. From the prism, right? The elemental weakness. I said susceptibility to the elemental weakness, right? My head is messed up. Okay. So let's go for a Lightning Strike. And hopefully Bleed will get him. Yeah, that was it. And down goes the Nomad. Okay, so we have successfully protected the treasure. So let's get an effect. We either increase our maximum life by 75, we either get, or we up our life absorption. Or the Magical Brambles. I really like that, but this feels quite better. No. This actually applies 11 damage to all 3 targets, right? For a total of 33. Plus it applies elemental weakness for 1 extra turn. This one applies just 12 extra damage on the back. So yeah, let's go for that. Yeah. Okay, so these 3 monsters are actually demotivated by 2. Doesn't matter. Doesn't feel like, we are threatened or anything. So let's train some of them. Okay, which monster do we want to favor? So this one will get an extra attack dealing fire damage. She will get better stats. He will get an extra attack. Well, yeah, because basically these 2 skeletal soldiers only have 1 attack, and I really don't favor that, but basically the second attack also deals damage to the front. This one deals air damage to the front again. What about the Dark Magus? Oh, well, the Dark Magus gets a lot of boost when it comes to defense. And this one applies poison to all heroes when the Earth Elemental is defeated. I like this, so train this. Her name is Alera. I don't know if the Earth Elemental is a female, so let's refer to the Earth Elemental as it, because we don't know, right? And yeah, it's an elemental, so yeah, let's regard it as such. So, collectors, they come to drink my blood. Yeah, why not? Okay, I accept. In 10 turns, I'm gonna get this back. So, an event. It's high time to go through the stockroom. During the cleaning, one of your employees found this strange object. Would you like to take it, auction it, or gift it to the employee? Prismatic Stone. All monsters of the group gain enhanced resistance when an elemental is defeated. I do have an elemental, right? No, I want to sell it just to get more money. I'm not sure that it will work as nicely with the rest of my monsters. I do have 3 elementals, right? I don't know. Should I have taken it? Don't know. Let's go. Let's move access to the back. Cool. I think I'm okay with that. Line up. Let's deal with the second group of adventurers. We are in the Aztec Ruins. Did you see that the scenery also changed? Because it's a different adventure, it's a different overlord that we were talking about, and hence that overlord has a different setting and territory that they battle in. It feels quite nice, right? I mean, having a change of scenery once in a while. Wow. Okay, so we've got an apprentice here. She has susceptibility to physical damage and nature and air. The thug has a susceptibility to fire and air. And the barbarian has susceptibility to ice and nature. So, okay, let's go for physical here. Do we need fire? We do need air. And do we have nature? Yes, I think we do. Yes, okay, move here back. Yeah, that's the lineup for the first room. So here we're gonna get nature damage. Or ice damage. Nature is better. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, this one. Cursed Prism. Because I'm gonna deal them the lightning damage. I'm gonna deal lightning damage to the back without Curse Lightning, Precise Lightning, I can't remember its name. So, okay. Helera to the front, Exus to the back, and more air damage or physical. Let's go for another Dark Magus. One more trap. Let's go for the Poison Cloud. In that case, they're gonna have some poison when they enter my room. I don't know if I have any poison attacks or anything. I'll just find out, I guess. Okay, here we go with the Dark Magus. Should we go for a Lightning Strike or Impairment? Yeah, Impairment sounds nice. So, morale damage is good. Committed. I don't know what she said. Let's go for infection. Nice. I like the attack that the succubus does when she hits someone with a positive armor. This jumps back to the other character too. Did you see how they dispatched my team? Oh god. There you go, you've got elemental weakness. There you go, boom. And now you're gonna die from the toxins. Okay, so it's gonna be Lightning Strike. Nice. Did you see how much damage the Earth Elemental withstood? Sirocco for the Barbarian. And he's got weakness. Cool. Vulnerability. Quagmire or Flint Shards. Quagmire. Bam! Okay, and we go with a lightning strike now. Down went the barbarian. She has some really high hit points, right? 130, cool. Yeah. Sirocco to the face. There you go. A wind up your chin, man. Okay, so we've got 3 different monsters. They're quite new. This one is an elemental, so the fire impaler is considered an elemental. The skeleton dog is an undead creature, I think so. And the naga is a beast abomination, something like that. Let's go for the fire impaler. So fire damage, gaining thorns if the target is affected by burn, applies thorns to all monsters of the group, gains number of thorn stacks equivalent to the total thorn stacks to the other monster. Yeah, cool. Let's go with the fire impaler. I'm not sure I understood exactly what the fire impaler stands for, but I don't mind. I mean, yeah, I'll obviously find out in the foreseeable future. Okay, so let's move lacrimal. Let's remove lacrimal and move nasal to room 1. Move Atidine back and give Exus a time off, right? Trainer. I love that. Yeah. Okay. So if I train the already recruited fire impaler, it's gonna get increased stats, which is a good thing, right? Well, but I don't want to train the earth elemental just like that. I want to at least have level 2s here and there because the heroes are also level 2. From what you might have understood in so far, the game is not forgiving at all. So basically, from the very second run, you're gonna be facing a team of heroes on level 2. So basically, there will never be a chance that you get a perfect lineup of level 2 monsters against level 2 team of heroes. Yeah, so let's train this one, and let's train the skeleton. No, let's train one of the sorcerers of the wizards. Not 100% sure. Let's train the fire elemental. Let's go to plunder. Okay, there are 3 different volunteers here. So we either get 88 or 125, we get +1, we get +2. Okay, I can move them here. So these are the volunteers, so these ones are gonna get the +2. I don't need it. No, don't need it either. Let's get this. We've organized a dance party involving several bonfires and a few happy murders in the village. We have emerged unscathed. Fantastic. A business trip for the sorcerer. So he's gonna bring back a cursed spirit, applies burn to all heroes when a demon is defeated. Don't need that. Okay, to X's, the wind elemental. Yeah, because if I send him over, then I don't think I'm gonna have a full lineup for each room. So yeah, let's send the elemental. Ooh, more trips. Let's plunder. Pilgrim at sight. Mushroom circle. Let's go for that one. Your volunteers have organized a bloody orgy in Golthor the Destroyer's name and have corrupted the sacred place. However, messing with the sacred place, they did unleash a curse on you and your employees. They got tiredness applied to all the monsters of the next dungeon. Let's fight against adventurers, so there won't be any disasters, and we're gonna get a trap, but these ones offer an artifact instead. No, let's go for the adventurers. Okay, so from what you see, the game changes a bit, but not that much as expected. So, oh, there's a brand new character called Novice, level 1. He's got that yin and yang symbol, so some sort of Taoist symbol. He deals ice damage and he has weakness to fire, armor, and air. Okay, so he has ample weaknesses. Let's go for let's go for a cursed prism, and I'm gonna fill this up with elemental damage. Well, I don't have much choice, do I? A poison cloud it is, or icy breeze? No, poison cloud, because I don't think I've got many ice creatures. No. The second room actually has some really neat defenses. You know, the monsters there are much more prepared, much better. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's go for some morale damage. The differentiation between physical damage and morale damage reminds me a lot of the Darkest Dungeon, but it's a thing that I really admire in modern day games when it comes to describing and portraying a game, depicting a game that actually has some sort of dungeon delving in it. You expect that the heroes are actually people just like all of us, right? So you don't expect them to be some sort of, gods. They are human and they do have weaknesses as well, and especially when it comes to their physical, their spiritual health, their mental health. So I think that morale here won't work because we don't have a really stout morale dealing unit. I mean, we do have two dark mages, but we don't have many other units that actually complement that loss. I mean, that morale damage that they inflict, right? Okay, is this one affected by burn? No. Because this one ricochets to targets affected by burn. Let's go for a magma ball. Ouch. Flamboyant lightning again, right? Yeah. Go for it. I mean, 80 damage, right? And she's gonna get poisoned as well. Yeah. She's gonna be dead for the next encounter. I'm still gonna hit them with the morale damage because I'm gonna be changing their status, their psychological status, and they're gonna take much more damage than before. Okay, so he wants them to be affected by burn, right? Wow, cool. Ah, he's still alive. I don't like him, really. Cool. Let's kill him before he kills us. Let's go for tiredness in the quagmire. They never stood a chance. Booyah! So Icy Breeze, Mortar. This applies Burn. Yeah, and it can really trigger off nicely with the demons that we have. With the elemental, with the Thorn elemental. Cool. Okay. Let's bring Lacrimal back to room 2. Let's bring... Well, this one benefits from Burn. Okay, so basically these two units, this unit deals Burn, but no one else does. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring Halera to the first room. I'm gonna remove Zednan entirely. I'm gonna bring Distora to the first room. Yeah, just like that. For now, right? Okay, so what is a merchant? So buy a monster or a trap from this unscrupulous merchant. I'm not interested right now, so let's plunder a bit. Okay. Whoa. There's so much money. But I like this. The prolific gold mine. Yes. Your volunteers have taken control of the mine all week, forcing the miners to work for them. Distora is badly wounded and will need 10 weeks of medical care. Too bad. Well, the succubus lashed the people so hard that she actually hit herself too, right? So, too bad for her. So we're gonna have Zerva work her shift. Alchemist. Not interested now. I mean, I already have 39 blood, but if I was given a chance to actually convert this blood to tears, I would have done so, but not just for, 39 blood. I would have wanted more. While wandering around in the corridors in this morning, you come face to face with a human. He seems as surprised as you are. What are you going to do? Scare him. So I've got more tears now. Course. An opportunity to send one of your employees to an intensive training course. But I don't have enough employees, so... Oh, I do have Exus. Yeah, bring Exus back to room 1. Yes. And send Nazal for vacation. And let's try the intensive training course. Yeah. For Zerva, right? Where's Zerva? Yes. Okay, so Zerva's gonna be away for 8 weeks. So in that case, we're gonna bring Nazal back to room 1. Doesn't matter. He's gonna get 2 levels. He's gonna end up on level 3 Dark Magus. Well, Dark Magi are not that good, but they are what they are. Okay, while walking through the corridors, you notice a monster waiting for a job interview. That monster is a skeleton warrior that we already have, so we're not gonna hire the monster but intimidate it. Boo, go back. Okay, let's find a new group of adventurers in Aztec Ruins. Yeah, we're gonna get a monster as a reward. They are plain normal. Let's see if we'll actually have any trouble fighting them, sending them off. Okay, so we've got the warrior in the second place looks like a walrus, but he's a disciple, Jianze. So he deals ice damage, removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once, and he's a saint. So basically he removes the most stacks applied from all heroes. Yeah. From all heroes. And his passive has his speed increased by 20. I don't like that. So if I go for a cursed prism, then he will dispel it. As simple as that. Besides, she dodges the effects of the first trap. Anything, if I apply anything, he's gonna just, remove it. Let's go for a poison cloud. Okay, so we've got the elemental, we've got the skeleton, and we've got this one, the air elemental. For here is gonna be a mortar. And now we're gonna have all the burn things, all the burn inflicting things that we need. Okay. Booyah. Okay, so if I attack with the elemental, if I apply air weakness to everyone, then either these or the toxins are gonna be dispelled. So let's see. But vulnerable is better. No, let's go for a Zephyr. This applies air weakness. Ah, so he's gonna remove air weakness. No? Why not? Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. Don't know. Maybe it will trigger off later. Wow. Bad. Spear strike. Well, the undead warriors or the skeleton warriors are quite resistant. No, they're not. Did you listen to that glass shattering sound? It really gave me a wrong impression. Ah, this attack's only at the back. Okay, so let's go for a flamboyant lightning. Ah. Okay, magma ball. Yes. I need some burn that stays. At least for a round or so. Okay, so we're gonna get thorns. Ouch. Cool. Ah, he died because we have thorns, right? He died too. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. So we don't get an elemental, but we've got something with ice damage. This one gives us air and ice damage and reduced morale and morale damage. And the gargoyle, well, you know the gargoyle, it gives us air damage and some morale damage and more bleeding. I'm really looking forward into getting the Naga because it has the most hit points out of all these three, and it also has increased motivation and quite nice speed, so 90, right? Okay, should we try the Naga? Let's go with the Naga. Okay. We don't need to go to the doctor. Let's go to the... Oh, let's see. Okay, so... Zednan is back. And I'm gonna bring him in here. I'm gonna take Nazal out for now. I'm gonna keep Helera in, but get Exus out. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep this line up here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do this in the end, right? Okay. Bring Exos to room 1 and Nozzle to room 2. And let's go to the merchant. So we can get a Skeleton Magus or an Earth Impaler. Yeah, let's go with the Earth Impaler. Cool. I don't want to renew it. I want to keep some money just for that, just for this case, for example. Okay. This will take advantage of the targets that have low morale. I think I'm gonna get this for Lacrimal. Yeah, and leave. Should I work out my... Do we need morale? Yes, we might need. So, yeah, let's go to the therapist. Okay, so... Motivation gain for all available monsters, +2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, let's spend some tears. Okay, before we go to battle, we're gonna take Nozzle out. We're gonna take... We don't need the rest, but it is what it is. Let's keep that. Okay, let's go for normal difficulty. I really don't want to push my luck here, like I did before with a centaur. I really want to be prudent and stay, you know, on my level. Just keep it normal. Okay, we do have a level 3 here, as you see. The Herbalist, she heals 50% of one of hero's life after a fight once. Initial duration of penalties received decreased by 1 turn with a minimum of 1. She can be quite bad, right? I won't place the mortar because she will dodge it. Okay, let's try the Cursed Prism. I think that he will remove it no matter what, but let's try this. Because I didn't notice him using it before. That's the issue. Let's go with Borka for now. Wow. Wait a minute. Yeah. Fronts and the back. Yeah, cool. So yeah, Lacrimal is here, Atidin is here, and Volbenis is here. Cool. And the last trap is gonna be the Poison Cloud. I do apply ice damage, air damage generally speaking. So yeah, if I apply ice damage, yeah, Icy Breeze. Cool. I had a friend who was actually laughing like that. You know, in a demeaning, ironical tone, like. Okay, so shrill shout or frigid glance. No, shrill shout is better. Ricochets to the hero position behind the target if the target's morale is above 50. Down went the Naga. Infectious spikes. Applies nature weakness. Cool. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and go full quagmire on the guy. The bad thing about these hedgehog elementals is that they only have one attack. But they can pack quite an armor, right? Cool. I don't like that. Oh, at least I can attack for one last time. Did she decapitate the earth elemental with an arrow? It's so cheesy, man. Applies elemental weakness. I like it. Hopefully you're gonna be in some real trouble here. Well, yeah. I was talking to the hero. Okay. Boom. Just leave my fire elemental alone, will you? Yeah, I don't need to impale her. She's gonna die on the next turn, so spare strike. Let's inflict some bleeding as well. Ah, he's gonna kill her no matter what. Cool. So we got one trap. It's gotta be a poison dart. Applies poison. Yeah, a poison dart. I like to have variety when it comes to traps. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring Nozzle back to room 1. Let's go for an event. A headhunter is here to show you a promising monster. I will reject it because I don't have that many gold coins. I think it was a big elemental of some sort, like a trend or something. I had taken it once. The company needs some equipment, rent out some traps. Or plunder or business trip. Let's go for a business trip. 18 weeks. Certainly not. Yes. Yes. I'll pay. I will gladly pay for that. Business trip again. Do I have the monsters that in? Mind you, I do have a level 3 Magus now. Hopefully this will make some change, right? Business trip again. Yeah. I'm gonna send the Impaler. So let's see. I'm gonna use. Which monsters am I gonna use? So I'm gonna use Helera. I'm gonna bring Zerva to room 1. So I'm gonna use Helera, Borca Zerva. And for the second room I'm gonna use Lacrimal Distora and Atidine. So Exus is out. Yeah. I need Bork on room 1 because their shrill attack inflicts more damage to heroes that haven't had their morale damaged yet. That they have the morale intact. This will give a lot of gold and a monster. So against what I've already said to you, I'm gonna go for the veterans. It's quite interesting. Let's see what we're gonna face off. So Rafar and Ninja. Well, they don't look that elite to me. Okay. So boom 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 boom. Let's go for a nice, not ice weakness. What do they have? Yeah, let's go for a Cursed Prism. Okay, Helera, right? Helera, no. Borca, Helera, Borca, Zerva, Helera. Here we'll need a Mortar. Mortar Combat. Do you remember that? I think it's from World of Warcraft, right? Yeah, so no. Remove the monster from here. Distora and Atidine here. Cool.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you. That peculiar light inflicts some sort of elemental weakness to them. Yeah, let's go for a lightning strike. So morale damage and physical damage too. Now, Shrill Sound it is. I like this attack a lot. Oh man. Damn. Again, the elemental got decapitated by the cold. Magical Brambles. A big, good elemental weakness for all of you. For you and your kind. So fire damage, right? Yeah, Infernal Kiss. Yep, Impalement sounds fantastic. Ah, yeah, so it's a type of attack No. It gets triggered randomly. It makes sense now. Okay. So, skeleton dog, skeleton scientist, or a nice skeleton. Nature damage, air damage, and morale damage. The monster who defeats this hero gains 2 motivation. All monsters of the group gain enraged at the start of the fight. 30 physical damage applies bleeding, 55 hit points, 50 hit points, 50 hit points. 5 motivation, yeah, 30, 60, 60, 100, 100, 110. So let's go for the skeleton scientist. Yep. Okay, so let's bring Exus to room 1. Yeah, and we're gonna wait for these. Okay, so let's go for. Should we try to buy a new monster? No, let's go for a business trip. Let's invest in our monsters instead, right? A magic purse. That looks really nifty. So for example, if I defeat all of the heroes in the next instant, I'm gonna get 120. But is this? I think that this stays on and on, right? Okay, let's go for this then. I'm gonna get this. Right? Yeah, it doesn't need to be used at all. Okay, let's rent out some traps. Yeah. I mean, I can do without these two. A seminar. An outing amongst colleagues is always a joy. We're only not human. Or a trainer. Yeah, train. Let's train them. Hilera. Increasing the armor. Hell yeah. Lacrimal. Level 2. This will make the skeleton more sturdy in combat, which I'm really fond of. Yeah, so let's train. Let's train him too. Cool. Which actually leads me to think that I might not even be needing Nazal anymore. Let's go for it. Sorry? Yeah. Let's go for a business trip. He's gonna be missing for 18 weeks. Are you for real? Yeah, send the Magus away. But what's that though? No. Send him away, send Zerva away.
Stronger heroes are coming from faraway lands.
Yeah.
In order to better combat this threat, we have increased the size of our dungeons.
Gotcha. So we've got a champion here, a rare reward. You know what? I want to fight them. I know that the difficulty is super heavy, but I want to fight them. Am I actually shooting myself? Am I shooting myself on the foot for that? I'm not sure, but we won't know unless we try, right? I'm gonna take Hilera out. I'm gonna bring Lacrimal to the first room. And hopefully we won't die miserably. We won't lose miserably. Let's see. Okay, we will be battling ourselves against Thorgrim the dwarf. He's got a lot of hit points, but less mental health. So basically it would be safe to actually attack them with morale damage. Yeah, but I still have the physical guy here, right? This one deals air damage in the front. Exus is gonna be one hit. Oh, let's try this out. Let's try this out. I don't think it's gonna be okay. However, I'm willing to try. Besides, he's gonna mill us around. He's gonna shift everything up. Yeah, and let's go for him. No, let's go for the Earth Impaler. Poison Dart. He's still dealing air damage, right? I really don't know how to place them, to be honest with you. I'm gonna avoid Frederick for now. Okay, let's see. Wish me luck, people. Okay, so Tropical Flood, Pollen Cloud, or Swarm of Mosquitoes. I think Pollen Cloud will be better because I do have some nature inflicting damage, right? Not much. For 4 turns. This one applies slowed. Yeah, this might be a bit better. Oh god. Okay, I think we ended up in the space how I wanted. Oops. That was easy, right? Okay. I've got one last chance by dealing more damage with Zephyr. Cool. Okay. Yeah. That elemental resistance can be quite devastating, I assure you. Ouch. Yeah. Damn, I didn't have the chance to use my elemental. me alone. Oh. So fire damage or yeah, poison damage. He's susceptible to nature, so yeah. More infection. Yay! The succubus remained intact. Cool. So I've successfully protected the treasure. I got either Occult Thorn, Elementals gain thorns at the start of a fight. This is much needed. Or I get the Skeleton Lord, which I don't need now. Or I get a Gruesome Surprise, minus 45 morale, applies Terrified. Oh my god, this is great. That's why it has, all of them have a star, which means that it's a bit rare, right? But Occult Thorn is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. And most of our creatures got demotivated, but it doesn't matter because this is what they should be doing, right? So I think that I'm gonna wrap this up today. It has been quite a successful run insofar. We are on week 30, and I think that playing as the Enchantress can be quite a daunting, albeit quite rewarding task. So we're gonna find out how things are gonna go later on for us and our elementals. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Please stay safe, and if you really liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button so as to be notified when a brand new video goes online. Thank you very much for your time, and see you next time. Bye bye.